3, 2, 1, fight. Looks like Wrath is spinning up. Not too sure if they're just a little bit timid or if perhaps there's some driving issues. Some good hits coming in for Wrath. I'm not entirely... Oh, looked like perhaps Botty wasn't moving there for a second. It looks like it was just getting its bearings. For those that don't know, Botty is actually controlled by an iPad via Bluetooth. Can't move the mic very far. Yeah, you can go check it out.
Looks like Wrath is just bullying Botty though. Botty's still being knocked around. Looks like his front wedge is slightly damaged, but it's probably fine. Alright, Wrath's weapon has stopped, so this is now a pushing match. It looks like this one will likely come down to the pits. Oh, never mind. I believe that that was a intentional move to make me look a bit silly. I appreciate it. I think what may have happened there is Wrath's magnets stuck it to the floor, so you spin your weapon up so you get some clearance. Maybe? I don't know, that's just a guess. Now see, Body's exactly where it wants to be. It's going to do a little quick move, but doesn't look like there's any movement. Oh, there they go. I'm sure there was going to be a countdown at some stage. I don't know when does a countdown start? Two, one, knockout.
2, 1, fight.
Wait, which robot was which, Kerry?
Toad is the green one and Tassie is the black one.
Ah, cool.
Perhaps the one that looks like a toad. The one that looks like a toad.
The one that looks like a toad.
That's right.
Yeah, every toad I've seen has a spinning drum. Whoa! In 3, 2, 1, go! So the rule is basically for the pits is that at the start of the match, if your robot wants the pit to be open, you can open your side. That's how it works. And then I think in the last minute or so, we opened the pits. That was pretty close to the edge. Ooh, almost going in there with Quadrant. But Drum just trying to face him. That's all. Like Drum just needs to point in the right direction, which he's maybe not doing the best job of right now. Getting dangerously close to the pit. And pushed away to the other end. So that's one of the design trade-offs you have to make when you design a robot like Drum. When you've got a weapon, you take away extra weight. So you've got some, like, you want a heavy weapon to do damage, but that means you have less powerful motors for your drivetrain, which is why Drum gets pushed around more than Quadrant does. But if Drum's able to, you know, keep the angle right, always stay pointing towards your opponent, you have a decent chance at doing some damage. And for most pushbots, it's normally a really good idea to have a reversible drive. Make sure you can drive upside down because you never know which of your opponents is going to be able to flip you. There's a minute left in the match. I wonder if we're going to see a pit knockout. These matches always get really close to the pits, but sometimes it just depends on whether you've got the right positioning or not. Really close there. Can Quadrant convert this? And there we go. That is a knockout in favor of Quadrant. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, there's more movement. This is more movement than the entire previous match. Alright, so you might notice that Envy makes a noise every time it turns, and that's because of its forks scraping along the aluminium. No, it's not aluminium, because aluminium is non-ferrous. The steel surface, which is ferrous, which means it's magnetic. We learnt this today.
Yes.
We're still trying to understand how the magnets work, but we know that often these robots will have some on them.
That is a very loud noise. I don't know which robot that's coming from.
I think that's slightly huge. You see that thing underneath it?
Yes. Oh dear. Oh, that is... What was that?
I think that was... Oh, wow. Okay, that's sparks. So when you see white sparks like this, it's typically a sign that you've got titanium.
I didn't know that. Today I learned. This looks like a very, very nasty kinetic match. I can't actually see. Looks like Slightly Huge has some slightly huge chunks out of its tires, but it seems like it doesn't really mind. It still drives anyway. Oh, Envy has lost its tire. It looks like it's still able to drive. Perhaps it is not able to turn, though. "'Tis but a scratch," says Envy. There is 1 minute left. All right. The pits are opening. And just in the nick of time for Slightly Huge to fall.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, that's some good sawing sounds. So when you like saw into a robot like that and your blade stops, it's an indicator that you've got a low torque weapon. So that kind of thing, it doesn't keep spinning, but it's likely to spin faster. You can get a faster spinning weapon with a lighter motor. There you go, sparks there. But those were more yellowy, orangey sparks, so that's probably not titanium. This is a lot of damage to the top of Grimlock. Potentially damaging some wheels now. That was an interesting sound. Kind of like a taser. But I don't think there was a taser in there. And Adam looks like he doesn't have too much movement. Countdown begins. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, Buzzkiller. Okay, who's up next? IED2 and Elegant. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Elegant with the self-righting mechanism. And got IED2 in its grips. Wheeling it towards the pits. Can it do anything? Is this a pit knockout? And it is. Well played. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! So that's Howler. Doesn't really need the little whistling things because it's loud enough. And there you go. I'll let you guess if those were titanium sparks, Kerry.
Yes, they're definitely titanium sparks, Karan.
Good guess, Kerry. I agree. There you go again. Typical white-colored sparks. Now, I said before that Mike is known as the core flute king. So the material he uses for his robots, so the black stuff or the fins around the outside, that's all core flute. It's like the same stuff they put on like election billboards. So it's like really light, pretty rigid. It's a really good plastic. Bits and pieces falling off. Can you guys smell something? Oh yeah, the flipper's active. So in the final 2 minutes of the match, the flipper will be active, and it comes up randomly, I think like once every 20 seconds or so. Doing lots of damage to safe space. And microaggression, I think, stuck on the flipper. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out unless his other teammate is able to help him out. But it looks like he's jammed. I'm worried that if his teammate goes to help, he'll get stuck too. Still going, chasing down. I don't know which one it is. There's 65 seconds left. That's some pretty bent forks on that bot now. But there's less than a minute, 25 seconds until the pit goes down. Okay, they've unstuck themselves. So the pit should drop in 3 seconds. 2, 1. There you go. So if a robot gets into that, it's going to be disqualified.
Knocked out.
Knocked out is what I meant to say. Thanks, Kerry. You're the best.
Yeah.
All right, 13 seconds left on the clock. So I'm thinking this one might go to the judges unless there's a last 5-second knockout. 3, 2, 1, and time. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. And the other robot is just messing with ya. Also a core flute creation. So it's got the green padding stuff. I think that's similar to like floor mats. You know the foam ones? I don't know. I think Just Messing With Ya is a really well-built robot.
I am fascinated with how smoothly it seems to be gliding along the ground. I think it may well be the smoothest robot I've ever seen in the Beetleweight arena.
Now, Kerry, you said how smoothly it seems to move, but I think you'll find it is completely seamless.
Spin a bit? Yeah. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to let go.
Yeah, looks like Flippery fits perfectly inside Just Messing With Ya.
Do we want to do an unstick? That might work. All right, pause. Pause maybe.
Okay, we're doing a pause to unstick. How did that even happen? It's like Austin Powersing your car in a corridor.
You could hear like the clink as it came apart. Like that was thoroughly in place.
Okay, drivers ready. Control in 3, 2, 1, continue. All right, I think they almost did it again, but that's fine.
All 25 seconds till the pit.
This is the last minute this time.
Oh no, it's like 30 seconds. Well, that was risky.
How much does a Dalek weigh? Like with its entire thing, you know? This whole getup.
Like 4.5 kg.
So still overweight for beetle weight.
Yeah, yeah. You couldn't put a Dalek in here.
What about just like the Dalek itself without the armor?
About 4 kg.
Why is the armor so light?
Alien tech.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, 42 seconds left. So the pit's opening in 9 seconds. This is like, I think that's probably where we're going to get a knockout, especially with 2 push bots, and that's the pit. Looks like Flippery is stuck. No, okay, no, just messing with you, helping out. What happened there was it had the bolts, the countersunk bolts at the front, and it got wedged into that little side bit, kind of like that, but it was actually stuck there. 10 seconds left, getting pretty close to the pit now. 7. Flippery looks like it's not moving too well. 1 second left, and that's time. I hope everybody appreciated my good countdown. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Nightshade spinning up. Yeah, it's a wall. That's the wall. All right, it has found the other robot. Here it goes. No, that's the wall. 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 Other robot. This bot doesn't deserve a name. Is also finding the wall. Looks like both robots are just kind of sailing straight past each other. It's an interesting match so far. Looks like Nightshade might be having problems with its weapon. It looks like its belt is spinning, but the weapon is not. We've got some contact there. Both weapons are spinning up again. Oh, and Nightshade has been flipped.
Now see, if his weapon was more powerful, like more torque, you're able to flip yourself up. With low torque, you can't spin up. So you have to be driver control in 3, 2, 1, go!
Very interesting. Is it?
So it looks like it's low enough to hit Duck's wheels and the front wedge, but not the chassis.
There's some sparks coming out for sure.
Now it looks like that's either aluminium or steel, probably aluminium. There's one wheel gone. Classic Duck strategy. Loud noises with Scary Clown's weapon. Can you see that glowing thing in Scary Clown's eye? Is that just the LED?
Yes, that is. That's just an LED. Or bad spirit.
Now, one of the cool things I like about the Duck's wedge shape is that when a weapon comes in from the side, the idea is that it glances off the angled part, and that's why you end up seeing Scary Clown doing so much of that kind of gyration movement, gyrating movement.
Ooh. Yep, few very good hits there. This is Duck Duck Pig using the kinetic energy of Scary Clown against itself. Duck Duck Pig on the flipper there, lucky to not get flipped. Scary Clown, seems like the weapon has slowed down a bit. I imagine that was possibly intentional to stop itself from flying around the arena so much. We got 25 seconds till the pit opens. We'll see if both robots can continue to last that long.
Why did it sound like that?
I have no idea. Some very interesting sounds coming out from these hits. I'm not entirely sure where the sounds are coming from, like the rattling noise.
Now pit's dropping in 4 seconds. It's interesting because you can look at the gray line across the front wedge of Duck. That's about the right level that Scary Clown's weapon is at. That's how you tell. "13 seconds. It sounds like fireworks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. The winner by split decision is Scary Clown. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. That's a lot of noise. It's really scary having a weapon that fast, and oh, that's a zip tie gone. If everything was held together by zip ties, Adam, you're probably going to have a bad time.
There's no way a experienced robot maker like Adam would put everything together with zip ties, though, right?
I think he would. I think zip ties are an integral part of many robots. That looks really sideways. So it looks like that piece of metal is supposed to be sacrificial. Can't really see. Can't see if it's poking into wires or anything. I don't know if it's covering it.
There's a wire sticking out.
Or is that the zip tie? That red thing's a zip tie. I don't think Adam would mind if you set his bot on fire. Okay, did he have 2 plates on it? Is that what it was? Or was it just 1 plate? Yeah, it seems fine. It's still covered.
That's just the fault at the front.
What was that? Doesn't look like he can move. Looks like one of the... and he's stuck.
The pit strike secure.
3, 2, 1, and knockout. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. So it looks like the white body has elected to open its pit to start with. Toad with a pretty powerful weapon. That's a wheel gone from body. You don't need that. Trying to offer the other wheel as best it can, but not quite. Toad can't get it off, but it's looking like it could. Little bits of body coming off every once in a while. Bits of plastic. Another bit of plastic. How long did it take to print, and how long does it take to unprint?
About that fast.
There we go.
About
That's all it takes.
39 seconds.
39 seconds.
God, that thing is amazing. Yeah, alright. Let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, fight. Alright. Looks like Drum has spun up their drum. Tassie doesn't seem too phased.
Which doesn't look like a 3-phase bot either.
Right, you are. All right, that was a pretty.
Drive. Did you say no? Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! It's like a warm, fuzzy sound. It's like someone's vacuuming in the room next door. Now, Kiri, why is that robot so jittery when it's upside down? Help me understand, because it was fine when it was the right way up.
Yes, well, when it was the right way up, the weapon wasn't touching the ground, but when it got flipped upside down, it's 3 points of contact with the ground were each wheel and, unfortunately, its weapon, so it's constantly sort of hitting the ground.
I'm sure that's just an attempt to show the ground who's boss. So there's about 15 seconds until the pit's open. So our automated pit is activating soon, in like 5 seconds. It's like completely autonomous. It just opens itself. Completely, yeah. See, you see that? The system is flawless. It works every time. Yeah, the only time it was touched was during construction. No one's touched it since. 35 seconds left.
It's actually going to be a lot more expensive because of
The vacuum cleaner always stopped.
Yeah, the noise is gone. It's like more whirry now, like tinny and high pitched. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. The winner by split decision is Envy. 3, 2, 1, go! So Grimlock has no weapon, but it's just like a robust bot. Just, you can't really push it too much unless you're better than it. It takes a lot of damage. Arm is pretty strong. But Elegant got it in its grips. Trying to give it the Eleganter death roll. And it looks like Grimlock can get out? Can't get out? Can get out. Over to the pit. Not quite. Grimlock trying to persuade Elegant to go in instead. Elegant looking like it might, but not quite. Okay. Really close to that one for Grimlock. Now, I'm sure both of these robots have magnets on the underside. I expect them to be rare earth magnets, maybe like neodymium or something. Those are pretty strong. You can, where can you buy magnets from, Kerry? Maybe like AliExpress. There's a place in Hillsborough called dangerousmagnets.co.nz. I don't know, maybe something on the Combat Robotics website. What happens for that?
where, like,
So
I don't see-
touched the floor first, and we're sure that elegant control.
so we know these are, so feel free to call me.
Then call these Beatles.
Okay. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. So that's Tomato Bot.
Tomato bot?
Yeah, Tomato Bot. You might remember his brother, sibling, Potato Bot.
Ah, yes, Potato Bot. You may recognize Potato Bot as that robot that just tore itself apart because it was way too strong.
Now, Tomato Bot is the opposite. We were told by Steve that he tried to make it a good bot this time. And then he told us that the weapon shaft isn't fastened on the other side. So you can actually see it slipping out, and there you go, the weapon's loose. It's cantilevered, so it's only attached on one side, which is why it's scraping on the floor now, because the other side isn't supported by the frame. That's why it's floppy looking. But it still spins, because the belt's still on it.
So basically, Tomato Bot can't be counted out because it is still technically moving, even though it's really more just like a crab slide at this point. Whereas the other two robots, you can count them, there's two, both have more mobility than Tomato Bot. We got 1 minute before the pit opens, and I imagine we're more or less just going to just stay more or less like this. I don't think much is going to change.
Now, do you think Tomato Bot can pull this back? Like, weapon probably isn't that great. Mobility also pretty abysmal. But, you know, is there a way?
No. I mean, yes, there's always going to be hope for this robot, unless it gets trapped right here, which it has. So commentator's curse in full effect right here. Yeah, no, yeah. Man, the flipper is just on fire right now. All right.
This happened before.
All right, so that is a win by.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. So that's Howler spinning up. We love that sound. Just messing with you, not making sounds. I also like that sound.
It's very, very smooth, and it seems, again, like its sort of catchment area fits right in where Howler is. So similar to Flippery, where it kind of just trapped Flippery inside, I think it might be able to do a similar thing with Howler's weapon.
That's a good point. If Just Messing With Ya is always facing Howler, Howler can't really do much damage. Just Messing With Ya does have some foam on the front of the intake, and it seems like it's taking like some superficial damage from Howler's sharp titanium spiky things, but not really any damage from the weapon. So I guess if you're a Howler, you kind of just hope that you'll be able to catch an edge of Just Messing With Ya.
It's done it again. It's done it again. It's oh.
Now,
Oh
looks like Howler's even more stuck than he was before. But if the flipper lifts up, he might be able to back out of it.
If it flips up, you'll be able to back out.
So what, that's 5 kills now for the flipper?
There you go, flipper's flipped back, and they can get out. Now, it looks like...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Hit him.
4, 3, 2, 1. Knockout.
2, 1, fight. This is going to be a kinetic battle. Oh, both robots were holding up well. It looks like Scary Clown has lost some part of it.
Inside part of Scarab's wheel thing. It's got it on the right, not on the left.
Oh, so that is the wheel hub of Scarab that's sitting on the floor there. My apologies, it's actually damaged the Scarab.
That's a smashed magnet.
That is a smashed neodymium magnet on the ground there as well. I believe that's from the underside of Scary Clown. No. Ooh. It looks like Scarab has had... It looks like Scarab's weapon has stopped. I think some of the metal around it has bent. But it also looks like perhaps Scary Clown's weapon has stopped as well. Or maybe it's just deactivated for now. Yep, so Scary Clown looks to be still operational here. Although the weapon is not making its characteristically very loud noise. All right, it looks like both robots are trying to head over to the most dangerous so far obstacle, which is of course the flipper.
4 knockouts.
4 knockouts and counting. Oh, we got 50 seconds left. That means that the pit will be open in 20 seconds. 10 seconds till the pit opens. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So there's the pit opening. Now the pit is the most dangerous obstacle here, at least in theory, because if you touch the bottom of it, you immediately lose. So now it becomes a bit of a pushing match between these two robots. Oh, there we go. In 3, 2, 1, fight. All right, both robots are on and moving, so that's good.
It's spinning the right way now.
Oh, is it? It's spinning vertically upwards? Yeah. It looks like the motor has been turned around to be spinning upwards on Nightshade here. All right, I think that might be motor gone. And now this becomes a pushing match, perhaps. So the question is, who wins out in a pushing match? It looks like Duck, Duck, Pig is probably going to win this pushing match. So let's hope that Nightshade can get its weapon back operational. Or maybe the flipper is going to take another victim in this match. Who knows? It very, very well could.
So the flipper should be active now. So the rules for the flipper is like it comes up and it has like a 1 in 10 chance of coming up whenever. Nathan will correct me if I'm wrong. So it's a 1 in 5 chance or a 1 in 12 chance. No one really knows, but it is a random chance.
It's actually run by an artificial intelligence, and so no one really understands how it works under the hood. Neural networks are just kind of like that.
Yeah. And I guess a lot of the people who are into this sport, little bit nerdy. That's why you heard when we asked the drivers if they were ready, they said relatively. That, of course, is a throwback to Einstein's special theory of relativity and general theory of relativity, which we're all familiar with, I'm sure. There will be a quiz afterwards.
That's right. So if you are not so sure on Einstein's theory of relativity, pull out your phone, start Googling. It's one of our very fundamental reasons of living is knowing that theory. So, all right, so we have 15 seconds before the pit lowers, and I imagine that one of these two robots will manage to push the other one in. So let's see how this goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's the pit. So, again, any robot that touches the bottom of the pit immediately loses. And like that.
Again, in 3, 2, 1, fight.
Beatles has a full sensor. good
a,
distance.
turn it into a rotten.
No, 10 seconds.
She's really been through the middle. She's just went viral. Yeah, so they're about to do some more lasers.
30 seconds. Ten seconds.
Weigh yourself and hop on it. Oh, put a bit of weight on it. Right. 3, 2, 1, fight! We were just talking about what me and Hayden would
Drivers, are you ready? I'm over here. Hello. All right. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. So for those of us that are just joining us, and this is the first beetle weight match, there are 2 hazards here. At 30 seconds left, the pit will lower, and anything that touches the bottom of the pit immediately loses. And at 2 minutes left, the flipper will activate, which has, I think, 5 kills this tournament. It is the most deadly obstacle so far. Alright, so Tomato Bot. Its weapon seems to be quite powerful. But it... Well, okay, alright. I can even just say a robot's name and make it stop working. Keep in mind this power. Sort of nervous about saying either robot's name now. Is Tomato Bot... Tomato Bot's good. Tomato Bot is still able to drive around and doesn't have connectivity issues. Flipper is active. Right you are. So we'll see whether these robots are going to try to push each other towards this very, very deadly obstacle here.
Is the saw not?
Saw's damaged. Yeah. Alright, we're going to have a pause for an unstick here. There's one thing that Just Messing With You seems to be really good at, is accidentally capturing the other robot in its grips. Alright, and resume in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, looks like Tomato Bot's weapon is disabled. So this is now a pushing match, which, I don't know about you, but I don't really like Tomato Bot's chances on this. We got 1 minute left. That means 30 seconds until the pit lowers. And I'm pretty sure that's where this match is going to be decided. Although the last time I said that, a robot just got caught underneath the flipper, so... Could. So dangerous. No, I don't think it has. Alright, the pit is lowering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tomato Bot just playing. Oh no! What was that? It was some reckless play from Just Messing With You. I think maybe that's intentional, perhaps. Part of the name. It would be very unfortunate for Just Messing With You to accidentally drive into the pit. 5 seconds left. Can Just Messing With You do it?
Come on.
And they did, with less than a second remaining. Are both robots ready? Alright. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, fight. So, Howler is the one that is making that terrible, terrible, scary noise. What is that noise? Well, its front is moving really fast. Parents, if you could just avert your children's eyes for that, it'd be good. I did before. So next match is Nightshade and Scarab. So if that's you, you may want to make your way down now.
Oh man, there's a lot of hustle and bustle going around. Going around? Going on. Going around makes it sound weird. Like, man, there's a lot of hustle and bustle going around.
Don't wanna catch it.
So, you said this before, but like, Howler and Bot Sim... Oh, it's done the thing. Flippery's done the thing.
Wow.
Can they bring it back? Yeah, they're on their back. Knockout in favor of Howler.
All right, let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, go.
Straight into it. Both pretty fast robots. I think Scarab especially, very powerful drivetrain, along with a fast weapon. Well built as well. It's a lot of titanium. Working titanium is quite difficult too. It's a harder material than your steel and aluminiums. Looks like Nightshade's not spinning anymore. Don't know if that's by choice or by design? Nah, designer's choice. Okay, so the flipper should be active now. Lots of being shoved around for Nightshade and flips. And that is a turtled bot.
All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1, fight. Scary Clown spinning up slightly. Looks like it's just going to have a few hits there just to sort of see, measure up the competition. Immediately, it looks like Josh may not have control. Is this? Not like this. You were the chosen one. 2, 1. All right, and what is... Yeah. All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1. Steve! Nice. Good old callback.
All right, so Steve's doing this thing where he doesn't face his opponent, and then he gets his fork stuck inside the holes. Oh, there he goes, on the aggressive. I think he's having trouble getting underneath. Like, I think if the forks can get underneath Duck Duck Pig, he's going to have a decent chance at hitting him with the actual spinning part of the weapon. Otherwise, you're just going to be jamming forks into them. It's like, you know when you have food that's like too slippery? It's like a pea that... Oh.
Oh my God, that could have been a pin. Like, it could have been it.
Oh, that's a hit. So that's probably the first hit. There's a zip tie out. Not sure who the zip tie came from, though. I'm assuming that's Steve's bot.
I feel like as soon as that zip tie came off after that collision, the noise of the weapon changed. It sounds very whiny now. Whereas before it was like, grunt, grunt, I'm a weapon. Now it's like... It's like... Oh yeah, no, that weapon does not sound good at all. And it's moving really slow too.
That's just the talk.
It's a shame that he's got too much of the talk and not much of the walk.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
What?
It's the wrong person.
All right. We've got 30 seconds left before the pit opens. We're playing around the flipper is dangerous. All right, we got 10 seconds left before the pit opens. Now, Duck Duck Pig has been in this position before. Apologies for the noise. All right, the pit is lowered. Now the question is, can these robots push the other robot into the pit? That is the question. Or will Duck Duck Pig just drive into the pit again? These are the questions that we need answers to. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, end of match. All right, so this will go to a judge's decision. All right. The judge's decision was unanimous. The winner of that match was Duck Duck Pig.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! IED2 doing a bit of a wall ride to get out of that one. Getting pushed closer to the pit, and that's a knockout. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! Buzzkiller spinning up. Elegant looking menacing. Buzzkiller coming at Elegant with a couple of hits. But Elegant, with a mistimed chomp. And Buzzkiller inside the back of Elegant's scalp. But it looks like Elegant's got a decent amount of protection, and Buzzkiller wisely shutting off his weapon. I saw him go straight to the knob on his controller. And slowly righting himself, spinning back up. Elegant coming in hot. Doesn't want to give Scrubkiller that... Scrubkiller? Buzzkiller. But Elegant's got him. Elegant's got him, and Buzzkiller's probably not going to be able to spin up while he's clamped like that. But he has to let him go, and back to full speed. Yeah, we're going to leave some nice marks on the floor for us. Minute 45 left. Unfortunately, there's no timer on the screen. But I think Buzzkiller's doing a good job at keeping the match away from the open pit. But I think it's going to be another 30 seconds until it does open anyway. How long is he allowed to hold for? I think it's 10 seconds or something. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone's actually read the rules, so... And is that going for a knockout? He is. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! Looks like pretty evenly matched bots. The difficulty with Flippery is that when you're pushing against another bot, you can't tell whether it's your wheels that are slipping or whether you don't have the torque to turn your wheels. But you can see on a Tomato bot that when they're in a deadlock, the wheels are still spinning. It just doesn't have the grip. Flip is active. All right, Potato Bot ready for a flip. Going for a ride. Are you upside down right now? No. Okay. Twenty seconds until the pit goes down.
My favorite response to
5 seconds for the pit. 3, 2, 1, pit. All right, let's see if we get a knockout this way. Flippery, dangerously close. Both bots. Okay. I don't know who's gonna take this. Ooh, whoa. I feel like Steve's doing that on purpose, right? He's baiting. Oh, the time's up. The winner by split decision is Flippery. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so for this match, the drivers have agreed that we're going to drop the pit when we are 2 minutes into the match. So the last minute will have the pit down. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones are versing which. Oh no, Jess Messenwitcher is the one that's alone. The one with the more of that white umpoi stuff, I'm assuming. Umpoi. Okay, I googled it. Umpoi is ultra high molecular weight polyethylene.
Literally what I told you last time.
Yeah, it's what Nick said before. He was right. But now we know. So, 1 more minute until the pit goes down.
question. I was paying attention. You weren't paying attention. That's pretty funny.
So it looks like Snowflakes is being more controlling.
Yep.
Yep, I agree with you there, Kerry.
Pit goes down 15 seconds. The pit's going down in 13 seconds.
The pit's going down in 6 seconds.
Pit's going down in 2 seconds. Pit's down.
Yep. So now that's open. I guess now we just wait.
Oh, it's been couriered in. Let's see whether the two robots are able to sort of gently caress and push the other robot down into the pit.
Now there is 30 seconds remaining, and normally that's when the pit would go down. But for this match, it went down earlier. So
That's right. Oh, this is very close. It's very interesting.
so that's a knockout, and Snowflakes wins. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Nightshade is up to speed.
How many zip ties is holding that little plate onto oven tray?
Now or when it started?
Both, before and after.
Well, I believe it was 5, and now it's down to but 3. Looks like Nightshade is spinning down its weapon. Oh no. The sound inside the arena has gone quiet now that Nightshade's weapon has stopped. Let's hope that this isn't some form of malfunction, and maybe they're doing it intentionally, but I'm not too sure.
I said maybe. You're gonna be the bot that kills me. You're my Wonderwall.
Wonderwall's such a good song.
Try and get out.
All right, looks like these two robots. No, they're good.
You guys can move.
All right, we got a minute before the pit lowers. It looks like we still have movement, if you could call that movement. It's slow movement.
It's real slow, but it's movement.
It's still directional movement. We count that.
Is it directional or controlled that we're looking for? Directional is just it moves in a direction, just circular.
Ideally, you can change the direction.
That wasn't
What?
that wasn't part of it.
All right, we got about 30 seconds before the pit lowers. If the config wasn't changed from last match, hey, that's good. All right, Nick's decided that not enough movement is not enough movement.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Button mashing isn't working.
knockout.
Knocked out. All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1. Steve. Yes, it's going to be a common thing. Oh, what? It did the thing! Oh, wow.
6, 5,
That is painful.
2, 1, knockout.
That's a knock.
Drivers, are you ready? Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so that's a spinning bot. And that's a headless pig. So probably could have been, like secured a bit better. But how do you know that's going to happen to your bot? I don't know how Orum's little stick thing always has such low clearance, but it's one of the challenges of combat robotics is you want to be as low as possible so you can get under your opponent. But if you're too low, you often get caught on all of the arena like imperfections, so like the joins between different plates. When each bot is lower than the other. Now a minute left until the pit goes down, but there will be 30 seconds at the end. I'm sure one of them is going down. Now Scarab didn't look like he was getting 30 seconds until the pit drops. If Duck Duck Pig wants to flip itself, you should try to do it as soon as possible. It's going to be much harder when the pit's open. 20 seconds left until the pit. The other thing is he's probably never going to be lower than Scarab while he's upside down. The tusks are just not in the right place for that. 7 seconds until the pit drops. 5. Inching closer to the pit. 2, 1, and that's the pit. But can Duck Duck Pig get out? Almost. Getting really close to the pit. Is Scarab just going to do an aggressive push? There we go. Little shove. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. So Nathan mentioned before, this is the first match in the elimination bracket. So this is essentially the quarterfinals. We're going to have 4 of these, and then we're going to have the quarterfinals on the Beetle Arena, and then the semifinals in the Ant Arena, semifinals on the Beetle Arena, and then finals for the Ants and then Beetles. Now, normally the Toad is like some pretty solid hits. That's one good one. It looks like IED2's wedge is a little bit angled up, but can still get under the Toad from behind. Flips himself back up. One of the great things about IED2's design is that it's so sleek and pretty dense. It's kind of hard to just bully it, and it'll just take anything. So the pits should be opening, well, the other pit should be opening in 5 seconds. So the pit's open now. Kinda. Nick just has to hold it. Totally autonomous. Okay, less than 30 seconds on the clock. I hope this doesn't go to the judges. 15 seconds left. It's going to be a tough one to call, especially because Kerry's not here. Oh, there he is. What do you think so far, Kerry? There's 3 seconds left in the match. 2, 1, and time. What do you think?
That was a pretty riveting match.
By unanimous decision is the Toad. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Buzzkill is spinning.
One of us is an engineer, guess which?
We've had one guest so far, right? One person came up and was like, I think I know who the engineer was. And they said it was you. I wonder if others have guesses. You have a guess? Who do you think it is? You think it's Kerry? Okay.
It's not fair if everyone keeps getting it right.
Dude, I'm like impressed by how often Buzzkiller gets like pretty good shots. Oh, there you go. Just like marking the floor. See, that's the thing. If you disrupt the floor after your opponent's already tested it with their hands, it starts like throwing off their balance. They think it's going to feel like this. Nah, you've got marks on it. Pushing into the pit and...
All right, let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, what happened there? That's amazing. somehow soiled it. In 3, 2, 1, drive.
All right, so Elegant's gonna want to go for a clamp. Gonna want to go, yeah. But drums is gonna do the thing where it spins, trying to make it hard to be grabbed. But Elegant still doing the grabby thing. Now here's the thing: Elegant has good control and drive power, really good against most other bots. Problem is, the other bot also probably built by Mike, so you know, like. You've probably got two very similar drivetrains under there, which means they're probably even, or likely to be even, because they're both sacrificing weight on their weapon motors. Unless Elegant's using like a servo or something, or springs. Rubber bands, it looks like. Is that a stuck? All right, they're gonna do an unstick. Is this my bottle? Is this my bottle?
I don't know. Is this my bottle?
You got a thing.
Yeah, I'll save it for later.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. It looks like Elegant's not moving too much. By choice? Question mark? Probably not by choice at this stage. He's saying no to translation. Yeah, countdown begins. So he's only got rotational movement. The idea is he's supposed to have controlled movement, translational. And that's a knockout. Drum.
An oven tray. Are you ready? Yes. All right. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, fight.
Howler making the noise. And oven tray being the zip tie boy. He's got 2 zip ties, 0 zip ties left. He started with 3. All right, getting bullied up against the wall. He doesn't have much. He's got very high clearance. Makes it really difficult. Probably high-centered on his own plate. Okay, but now that he's off that, he's got some movement. The rubber bands on his wheels looking not too great. That's a kind of sideways-looking wheel, right? The one on the right. That looks like it's not really attached. Like it's trying to be attached, but not really. Sounds like a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1, knockout. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Scarab's spinning up with its finger. You can still kind of hear it. Flippery's upside down. So Flippery loses a lot of speed when it's upside down. The wheels on the top are much smaller, and it looks like it's been. I don't think you can kick it.
2, 1, knockout.
Ready? Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it's not spinning. It wants to. It really wants to. Like, I wouldn't. Yeah. You don't like want your wires to be caught with like a spinning thing. So it's probably a blessing that it's not actually spinning. Yeah, I think you need to put something behind it just to like hold wires back. It's probably try spin it forwards instead of backwards. I'm still really impressed by how quiet Mike's robots always are. It's true, they are made out of core flute. But it's just core flute. But like, core flute is an instrument, right? It's a woodwind? I don't know. Wind instrument. Classical wind instrument.
You guys both play flute?
I used to play the clarinet. That was cool. I only played it because Squidward plays the clarinet. I was like, it turns out it's hard. But like after a year of training, I got roughly as good as Squidward. Same with art. No, that's not true. I can't draw or paint as well as Squidward can. Okay, so the pit should open in 25 seconds. Ten seconds until the pit opens. Oh, he's playing the game. Oh, does he have the positioning? Not quite. Just messing with you. Squeezing out of it. They both have pretty equal drives, which is interesting considering the spot doesn't deserve a name. Also has a weapon. 8 seconds left on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right.
Of that last match by split decision is the spot doesn't deserve a name. Yeah. All right, Nathan, you ready? Yeah. All right. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, fight. All right. Question is, are the snowflakes going to let Scary Clown speed up its weapon? Currently it's looking pretty good. There's a big hit there against the wall. Some big hits coming in. The biggest hits so far have been from the arena. We've got some weird noises coming from, I believe, Scary Clown. That doesn't sound so good. Scary Clown is moving quite a bit slower. I'm not too sure what the failure is. That is not a good noise. The flipper is on. And just like that, it flips. There's been a lot of big hits, all of them coming from Scary Clown, but a lot of them have just been going straight into the side of the arena.
If you can get out of the corner. 10, 9, 8. That's enough.
All right. The snowflakes barely managed to give translational movement. Fool Nick into thinking that they can still have control. Pit is opening in 2 seconds. There's not a lot of time. If someone was on the pits right then, they would have totally gone in. This match started so fast and it has really quickly changed into a very, very slow pushing match. We have 5 seconds left. Gonna go for a flip, I think. All right, and that's end of the match. This is gonna go to a judge's decision.
By split decision, the winner is Scary Clown. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Quadrant has new wedge things. It looks kind of bent. Is it bent or just pointed upward?
Yeah, it's just pointed up.
It's just pointed upward. It's fine. But the Toad on the offensive, on the prowl.
On the prowl, indeed. The Toad is, of course, one of the natural predators of the world against other robots.
I mean, it is an ant.
Yeah.
Quadrant.
That's right. Toad versus ant. I don't know. Kind of wouldn't want to be the ant.
Have you seen those? Like, whoa, what a hit! So close to the edge of the arena, too.
Yeah, right, you are. Bouncing around here is Quadrant.
All right, so Quadrant needs to stay pretty close to the middle because he knows that the Toad can hit him pretty far and probably get him over the arena edge, the walls. The walls were raised from when we started this, but you see Mike, like, he just turned his controller around, I think. So every time your robot flips, you need to do something. You need to, like, make a mental switch. You need to turn your controller around. You need to do something. There he goes. It's upside down again.
I think Quadrant is just trying to outlast the Toad for the last 30 seconds. You kind of hope that Toad's weapon stops or something else that would give Quadrant the ability to push it into the pit. And the pits are now open. Speaking of which, yeah, definitely still open. The automated system, which always works, has once again worked. Toad just holding Quadrant up. Oh no.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. So in black we've got Tassie. In drum labeled we've got drum. So drum obviously, spinning drum. Tassie obviously, don't know why it's named like that. It's spiky? I don't know. Tasmanian devils have teeth. It was made in Tasmania. You like the Taz character from Looney Tunes. He eats up enemies like Taz. I don't know. It spins around like a tornado. Ah. So Drum died. Drum backed into the pit.
Yep. All right. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, fight. Both robots spinning up. Some pretty impressive first hits. Scarab's got some sheet metal that is pretty torn up.
Yeah, that's some pretty bent metal, man. Now, the thing to note here is that Scary Clown's weapon is much heavier, bigger, so it's got more range, but also he's got more precision to deal with, so driving's a bit harder. Can't control much at higher speeds, and that's the other thing. When you see it like flopping on its back and then slowly settling down, that's the precision. That's because it's spinning so fast. But the other side is Scarab can spin faster, like he can spin up faster because there's less inertia on his weapon. And that's the other thing, Scarab is less likely to damage himself. But a horizontal spinner as big as Scary Clown is always going to be hitting things just like that. And it looks like he might have been persuaded into doing the thing. Countdown's begun. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knockout. Alright, so I did predict that, Carrie. You ready? You should be fine. Drivers are ready. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so the Toad's spinning up, backing into a corner. Tazzy being on the aggressive, but also with the aerial attacks.
The dead saying stop it. Stop it.
So it doesn't look like too much damage, but oh, that looks like damage. But lots of flipping. That looks like a drive belt as well. So not too much control. Maybe doesn't have controlled movement. Does that left side work at all without that belt? Probably not. Does the right side work at all without the belt? Asking the robot to stop it. Trying to go for a knockout. There we go.
Yeah, but it's your problem. All right, let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, go. Some pretty big bangs coming out from Scary Clown. There's a very big hit. All right, Scary Clown. Scary Clown is throwing itself across the arena. Oh.
That's cut.
All right. I think that is an instant end.
Yeah.
All right. That's.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. All right. We're done. I do worry that if we kept going there, it would get to some internals, so.
In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, I love that sound. Now, will they ever hit each other? Ah, there we go. So the scary thing about Scarab is that he's designed to get under you and scratch at your like underside, right? And for a lot of bots, your underside is relatively weak. They don't really armor the top and bottom. They armor the sides. But when you go up against someone like Scarab, you have to. That's what Josh was saying before. Last time he got under and took off the polycarb. Oh, this time Howler getting under Scarab. Scarab not being able to turn over. Countdown begins. Howler backing away. He's like, whoa! Rights himself. That, I believe that's what you call coming in clutch. We only have the clutchest plays here at Nationals. A minute left until the pit opens, but lots of action happening around the flipper. And around the buzzsaw that is in there. Now Scarab spending more time upside down and rights himself. So the thing is, he can't be spinning his weapon too fast, otherwise he doesn't bite on the floor. He needs to slow it down so it does bite, and it helps him flip up. But he needs to get it right, because if he slows down too much, he might not be able to get his speed back up. Almost got a Howler to do the thing, but not quite. Is he going to try to get under and rip off the polycarb again? 37 seconds left. So the pit drops in 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the pit. 27 left on the clock. Still a lot of damage to be done. And Howler's in the pit. What a comeback from Scarab. I thought for sure Howler won that, but no.
Oh, that was a good match. That was a good match. Literally 2 seconds on a countdown to making it through the rest of the match and winning by a pit knockout. Wow. Well played. Well played to